I've said, generally, I don't think women like other women. And when I say that, I'll mean this. You want? Yeah, go get one, bro.
Let me get a drink for that real quick.
Go get one. And the reason why I say I don't think women like other women is because as a woman, yeah, if we were to bring in 3 more women in here right now, instantly the women are going to be sizing you up. They're going to be looking at your hair. They're going to be looking at your shoes. They're going to be looking at what you're wearing. They're going to be and in their head, they're creating a whole scenario of, what kind of woman is this? And then when you start speaking, they're going to be like, oh, what? She thinks that she's this, yeah? Women generally see other women as competition, right? And so what happens is that what happens when women don't like other women is that because of the competitive nature, yeah, who are they competing for?
Okay, Allie, show me your ring.
Oh, here.
Now, tell me what you do for a living.
Oh, I love my husband.
And how did you get that awesome job?
Good answer.
Well, I became a better human being, and I became feminine and also shocking, submissive. So that was the secret.
So what are your tips to women that want to be a housewife?
To embrace it. It's an actual job. You just can't get it in the public or private sector. Like you need a man to hire you for it, but that's okay. Because if you think about it, you submit to your boss who makes you clean stupid shelves at your retail job, right? Like, wouldn't it be better if you were cleaning your own shelves at home? You know what I mean? And your boss wants to sleep with you in a good way. In a good way.
And where?
So a woman will look at your jacket and be like, oh, that's not even the right shade of brown.
It's true. I've seen it.
They just start saying things.
They'll make beef out of
nothing. Which is why women change their friends every 3 months.
Every new circle.
Because women don't like other women. They see other women as competition. The only time men see men as competition is when it comes to success.
Yeah.
They don't see a man. I'm not looking at your hair thinking, I'm bored. Oh, man's got hair. Oh, you know what? Forget this guy. It's just that he's just different from me. Do you know what I mean? I just think women generally do not like other women. And I think that plays into like the dating market, the marriage. And I think that's the reason why Ali got so much hate.
Because they're not in her position.
Right.
I agree and they're hating on that.
Right.
Because they want to be.
I agree.
You know what I mean? But they ain't going to say that because they're on social media. They're going to hate on it.
Have you found as a woman yourself that women look at you and hate?
Yes. Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah,
I
definitely see that.
And why do you think that is? Is that because of your looks, success, or both of the above?
Both. Both.
Like men, like I said, I've said men in general now are becoming a little bit more feminine, where they start looking at a man's looks. Like, oh, what, he's looking like this. It's like, bro, men don't do that.
We don't.
Like, stop that. Like, I don't care about what a man looks like. If you want to look at Bill Gates or you want to look at Steve Jobs, or they're looking at a man. You look at Jay-Z, or we're looking at his success. We don't care what Jay-Z looks like. We care that he's got $1 billion in the bank. That's what we care about. We don't care about the fact that he looks different. So I think, when it comes to competition, men and women have different competitions. And I think in the dating market and the marriage market, personally, going back to the video, I think the reason why Ali was receiving so much hate is because women, one, probably saw her, probably thought that she was, attractive and probably hating on that. They won't say it though.
They won't. Yeah, it's true.
I saw women in the comment section saying, "What? Can't she get a better dress?"
No, what's the point of the video? Does that relate? Where's the correlation?
Like, yo,
where's the correlation? Serious? Like,
not even like involving with the content.
And I've realized that actually when I talk about some of the things I talk about on my videos, there will literally be people who just start mentioning random things. Why is your hair
women
like
or
that?
men?
Mainly women, yeah. I mean, sometimes it has been men, sometimes it has been men.
Right, okay.
But it's mainly women, yeah. They'll be like, oh, why'd your hair look like that? Oh, why'd you do that? Oh, this. I'm like, but that's not the point. Like, does it really matter? Like, if what I'm saying, if it's a 60-second clip of me talking and all you're focusing on is how I look.
Yes.
It's like, what?
Because that's women for you. Isn't it?
It's competition.
I've seen that to be
because there was a comment on Ali's video, right? And they were saying, oh, you sound like you can kind of be taken advantage of if you're a housewife, right? You can be taken advantage of, and if that man decides to quote unquote cancel you, from the relationship, what are you going to do? Right? So I think a lot of women in this generation have a fear of marriage because they fear, like, if you go into a relationship with fear,
you're bound to fail.
You're bound to fail.
You know what it is? I said this. I've been saying this for a long time. Life is about risk. You know.
Facts.
You understand? If you go into a relationship hoping that, like, thinking of like, oh, what if this happens? What if this? It's gonna happen. You know what I mean? Just take that risk. Just make sure it don't happen. Make your partner happy.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God, that is such a good point. Do you know how many times I've seen people talk about, like, when it comes to commitment, it's like, oh yeah, but this went wrong, that went wrong. If you really want it, you will make it work.
You know what it is? You know what a lot of people do? People go into new relationships with past trauma. And when people do that, the past trauma creeps up in them so much. And they don't know that they're bringing that trauma that is going to fuck up the new relationship. You understand? I feel like people need to... You know what? I've been saying this. Therapy. Like, even though therapy is like, you have to pay for therapy, therapy helps you out a lot, man, because it makes you realize, like, problems within yourself that you don't know on your surface level of your brain, innit?
I just completed 6 months of therapy, just to put that out there.
There you go.
So,
see? There you go.
Yeah.
Would you say, that women are happy in these days? Like, are women happy in relationships generally nowadays?
In relationships?
In relationships. Are women happy?
Not in relationships. No.
You have to expand on that now.
Yeah. I mean,
I think I'm out, so.
There'll be different reasons, and there's different factors that will come into play. Like, first one being because of past trauma.
Okay.
They might still have contact to their exes. Their feelings just might be all over the place. They haven't healed, and that's where a lot of the confrontation will come from. There will be so much anger and bitterness that they have gained from their past traumas that they will just exert onto their partner. They will just take it all out on them. Every little thing is a trigger for them.
Have you seen that?
Like, I have seen that, yes. But, and then I think another factor that comes into play.
Wait, hold on.
Go on.
If you've seen that from a friend.
Yes.
So if you've seen that from a friend, do you like?
I correct them. Yes.
Do you correct them?
Yes. Male or female?
Like, what would be the response from them? Like, would it be in a negative way or would it be in a positive way?
I mean,
would they take your advice and learn?
People don't listen. I think male in this situation, when it comes to relationships, male or female, people don't listen.
Okay.
I've seen from my male best friends, he's the number one culprit who just doesn't listen. No matter how many times I tell him, like, okay, you're not in a position to be going in a relationship right now. You're not in a position to be talking to this person right now. Like, you're not in a good state. Mentally, like, you're not fine. He'll go in there anyways, or go terrible, come back to me, and I'm like, well, should have listened to me. Same thing happens with women. Like, if I see that a woman is going to do something wrong, or if it's irrational, I'll call her out on it.
Okay.